A woman killed a man with a hammer and a tent peg. She went quietly to where he was sleeping, drilled the tent peg through his temple into the ground, and he died instantly. That woman is me. That woman is you. That woman was Jael in the Bible. That woman was a woman with a plan. The title of today's message is Woman with a Plan. Let me tell you the actual story. My name is Toluode. I coach single ladies on how to date right and discover identity before marriage. Happy International Women's Day. So the Israelites once again had sinned against God. And as usual, God would give them to the hands of their enemies. So at that time, Deborah was the leader in Israel. She was a judge and a prophetess. Everybody knows popular Deborah. Barak was the commander of the army in Israel. The Canaanites were oppressing them, and the king at that time was Jabin. The commander of the army was Sisera. If Barak kills Sisera, the Israelites have won. You know that, right? Even if all the men should fall, as long as the chief commander or the leader or the king or the army leader is still standing until they get the head of this person, there's no victory. So Deborah was determined to win because God had given Israelites victory at this time. They had cried to God. Now Deborah told her commander, Barak, go and chase Sisera. Do you know what Barak said? If you do not go with me, I will not go. But if you go with me, I will go. Deborah said, it's all right, I'll go with you. But because of this course you are taking, because you're saying you will not go unless I follow you, God will not give you this victory. He will deliver Sisera to the hand of a woman. That woman was a woman positioned for destiny. Just a random woman. Just one Shade in Ibadan. Just one Kemi in Canada, in a small village. Madam Tolu, you don't understand. There are no men in that town that I am. You don't understand. A woman with a plan is a woman positioned for destiny. And I told you, positioning is not about location. It's not about where you are. It's about the purpose that you are fulfilling where you are. It's about functioning for the best. It's about doing what God has called you to do right where you are. Now, they had already killed all Sisera's men. And Sisera fled on foot. The Bible records that he fled on foot, meaning he ran away. You know, when they had killed all the soldiers, he has to escape for his life. So he ran away and he ran into the tent of a woman, Jael. She was positioned for destiny. A random woman somewhere. A random girl watching this video that does not know that she's positioned for destiny. She's underestimating who she is and who God has called her to be. I'm here to remind you that you are a woman with a plan. Jael's victory did not begin with the hammer. It began with where she was. Write it in the comment section. I am positioned for opportunities. I am positioned for breakthrough. I am positioned to meet the right man. I am positioned for elevation, for promotion. What are you positioned for? Me, I know what I'm positioned for. Positioning is about functioning right where you are. She was in a tent. A woman with a plan, number 2, is a woman that has learned to discern moments. This man was escaping, Sisera. He was escaping on foot and he hid in the tent of Jael. Jael was able to discern that this is a golden opportunity to take down this man. Jael was not a Deborah, but she was able to discern moments. As a woman, you must be able to discern moments. My single ladies, you know I'm big on this. Discernment will set you apart. Discernment will help you not to waste your time. Discernment will help you to understand seasons. That maybe this heartbreak I'm going through is for me to actually develop my skills. Maybe this season I am right now, that the right man is not coming yet. Or it seems as if I've been single for too long. Maybe I need to start working on that project that I've been postponing. She was able to discern moments. Opportunities will come your way. But if you cannot discern, then there's no victory. Discernment is your power. How do you sharpen your discernment? How are you able to discern moments if you are not saturating your mind with the word of God? I'll tell you the truth. Discernment does not just happen suddenly. It happens by tuning yourself to the frequency of God. Depositing the word day by day. One scripture every day. Meditating on it throughout the day. You start seeing things through the lens of God. You start seeing things the way God would see them. That's why I created a system for you. Single ladies devotional. It helps you to see yourself the way God sees you. It enriches you with the knowledge of God. This is hard copy, available on Amazon. But if it's not in your country, you have to get the soft copy. Click the link on my page. When you are able to discern, you now know the right thing to do. Do you know what Jael said to Sisera when he was escaping into her tent? She said, "Come in, my lord. Turn aside into my tent." Then he asked for a glass of water, but she brought out a jar of milk. That woman had a plan. She was able to discern quickly. She gave him a jar of milk. He would sleep off faster as he was sleeping. Hey, a woman with a plan is a woman that acts with courage. A woman with a plan acts with courage. Let me tell you something. Courage is not always loud. Courage is not gra-gra. Courage is that confidence you have within. It is based on something. I must have imagined our hands were shaking when she was going to drill the peg into his head to kill him. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is pressing forward regardless of the fear. Courage is saying, I will start that business. Courage is saying, I will buy that house. Courage is saying, this is what I believe in and I will stand by it. Courage is knowing that this relationship is not God's will for me. I will leave it. Not, let me just hold on to Richard just in case the right person does not come. You are not courageous. A lot of single ladies, they're self-aware, but they're not courageous enough to stand by that identity, by that awareness. Just so you know, Jael's husband was cool with this guy. That's why he escaped into a tent. So she was not an enemy, yet she was the one that killed him. You will find yourself in situations whereby you need to act with courage. You will be among people that you have to work with them. You don't exactly believe what they believe in. She believed in the God of Israel. You have to be courageous to do the right thing regardless. Peacefully. See, as a woman, you need courage. And your courage as a woman is from within. It is always based on a knowledge of who you are. It happens here. Discerning moments where you're building your relationship with God, that is where courage is formed. Jael, a woman with a plan. Chioma, watching me, you're a woman with a plan. The end in plan says, a woman with a plan navigates with what she has. Jael did not have a sword. She did not have an armor. She was not a Deborah. She was just a woman. Who are you? You are just a woman, but a woman with a plan, destined for great things. They asked a lady, what is your plan if you do not get married? She said, marriage is not a plan. It is in my destiny, but I have a destiny. Hello. Navigate with what she has. Everything you need for destiny is already inside of you. She had a hammer and a tent peg. What does that tell you? The extraordinary you are looking for is in the ordinary. What does that tell you? Your purpose in life, your fulfillment in life is not necessarily tied to your marital status. Dear single ladies, write it in the comment section. I am positioned for opportunities. I am positioned for destiny. What are you positioned for? Not that I'm positioned to marry. You will marry. You know what we usually say? We are called for more. Yes. And if we must get married, we must get it right so that marriage does not dim our lights. It's that simple. Her husband was not even at home when she killed their greatest enemy. Navigate with what you have. What do you have? Look within you. It's just this, my ability to sew dresses. I'm just in a small village. I just have one small phone. I can write. I can sing, but I don't have studio yet. God would really ask you, so what do you need? God will ask you, what do you have? Then you will go in that might. Jesus had to feed the multitude. And the only thing that was available was 5 loaves of bread and 2 fishes. The available is what will help you to discover what seems unavailable. Because it's already available in you. It is in your destiny. Just keep moving with what you have. Victory was granted to Israel just because a woman had a plan. I don't know who you are and what you think of yourself. Maybe, there's really not much to me. In fact, the whole Israel, we can never imagine that it was just one woman somewhere that would bring victory to Israel. And you know what Deborah said? Blessed are you, Jael, among women. Like, who would have thought? When Barak, let me continue the story. When Barak was now chasing Sisera, you know, he was looking for him, but he had already escaped to Jael's tent. By the time he got to Jael's tent, normal now, because they know that Jael and Caesara, they are cool. By the time he got to Jael's tent, Jael said, Oga, come, this is him. She had already killed him. And he told her, if anybody comes, tell them that I'm not around. Caesara had told her, after he drank the milk, that if anybody comes, just tell them I'm not around. Let me just sleep. I'm exhausted. Said, no problem, my lord. It's me that will kill you. As a woman, you don't announce your plan. Hey! Somebody help me write that. As a woman, don't announce your plan. Just execute. You know, one of the powers that we have as women is the ability to open multiple tabs in our brain. I was telling my husband the other day, I was doing many things at the same time, and he was like, how are you doing all this? I said, sir, when I tell you I'm overwhelmed, it's not a time to advise me. Just hug me. Say I know. Because tomorrow again, I will still do it and get myself overwhelmed again. But that is your superpower as a woman. The ability to have a plan and to follow through. Not to be emotional about it, but to be strategic about it. Write it in the comment section. I am a woman with a plan. I will bring victory to my world. I will bring victory into my generation. I don't care the location I am right now, but I am positioned for destiny. I am able to discern moments. I act with courage and I navigate with what I have. What do you have in your hands? What do you have that can take you to your next level? Dear single ladies, thank you so much for watching today's Sunday message, and I'll see you in my next one, Sunday at 1 p.m. God bless you.